Hi, I'm Leather Rock. Welcome to my channel, and I'm live from the Atlantic City Boardwalk. Actually, this is a ramp that is leaving the boardwalk. I'm going to give you a view of. See, the boardwalk is behind me. A signal. I have not been live in a while. Good morning, everybody. I'm not much of a morning person. I actually got some sleep last night. My dear cat caught a mouse yesterday, and I had to bury him a few minutes ago. So, since I had to bury the mouse, I figured why not go run and see it. Uh, it is a beautiful day. Of course, I'm really nervous about the sun, but we're very lucky that this is a shady spot here. And it's really interesting. Some of my friends are around. I hardly get on the boardwalk anymore because, as you well know, the cops kicked me off with my guitar. Now, a few blocks away, there's a guy that's a painter that's got his artwork and he's painting and he's got a boom box and he's got his hat out there. Cops aren't bothering him any. Of course, he's not WHITE like me. So, I'm not saying that that's what's going on, but honestly, I don't know. I'm still very resentful that the police took away my livelihood. And it's just getting really hard for people to survive out here. Half of my friends out here, the homeless people, are in and out of jail. The cops are getting people for things like sleeping in public. Yeah, it feels so wonderful now. It's so nice and breezy. And it's just a real nice day so far. Uh, some people here are gathered because there's a guy that gives out sandwiches. He's a volunteer for one of the churches down the street, and that's another reason why a lot of people are gathering. And I like to try to go and find where my friends are because I just don't get to see people too much between taking care of my mother and taking care of the cat and having this channel and stuff. I don't like to leave my mother unattended too much because if something were to happen, that she fell or something, I don't carry a cell phone, so I wouldn't be there. And you have to be attentive when you're somebody's caregiver. That's why I just don't get around too much. Sometimes I go to some of the parks around here, but I actually didn't go to this one particular park yesterday because I was kind of bored the last time I went. But I think maybe this coming Saturday I will go because I want to see some friends and just never know what kind of adventure there's going to be. And I like giving you guys more things to look at instead of just the same old set. You know, boy, my nose is running like a marathon. My family. One thing about us, our sinuses are just really, really bad. Oh, thank you, Phoenix Princess. I like your name. That's I know this has nothing to do with anything, but for a while I lived in Phoenix, Arizona. So, oh man, oh, I smell food. Well, of course I smell food. You got all kinds of restaurants around here because this is a Tropicana. Uh, and I'm surprised that the people that I expected to come from this way didn't. But I didn't know until just now that I was going to go live. But it occurred to me that I hadn't been live in about a month. So, and I don't like to be neglectful of my channel because I feel like I have a responsibility. If I have committed to a daily upload, that means I have to have content for you. And it can't just be any old thing. It has to be things that are important. If it's not important, why should I put my name and face to it? There, all the things that people are watching. We only have so many hours in a day. So I don't want to waste people's time. If you're going to, of all the things that you're watching and listening to, if you're going to take the time to watch my content, I want to give you something that's worthwhile. Because time is the most precious thing any of us has. And once we spend it, it's gone. So thank you for taking the time to be with me because it makes me feel like I have more friends. And that's one of the most beautiful things about being on social media is communicating with people. And it's kind of a powerful thing, especially if you can be inspiring in some way, or if you could share information, or you could help people get information out. I always wanted to build a community, and I always wanted it has to be about more than us as individual people. There's the greater good involved, and I know that I'm not the most smooth edged person. I know that sometimes I open my mouth and cuss words come out. And sometimes I talk about controversial things, and obviously my channel is not the kind of channel that you're going to want to babysit. But I do believe in free speech, and I believe in being honest. This platform where I can share my life and just talk about the things that matter and find out what matters to you. And maybe we can join forces together and affect good change, whether it's in just giving people ideas, money. Um, oh, thank you. You know, I feel really self-conscious about something. This year, I put on weight, and I hate it. I was changing clothes yesterday because I was getting ready to do a couple of videos, and this one dress I put on for the second video that I was about to shoot, it was too tight around here. My tummy now, and I hate it. And the thing is, I did this to myself. Number one, I'm not getting the exercise that I normally get because I'm not out and about walking around and stuff. I'm not out with my guitar going up and down the boardwalk. Uh, I haven't been working out. Like there was a time when I was working out hardcore. I was doing kickboxing and I was doing running in place and I was doing weights and stuff. And I don't know why I stopped. I'm ashamed of myself. Plus, when a certain social service agency has a food bank and they have ShopRite donates food and stuff, I bring home pies and cookies and cakes, and I see the food and I eat it, and it's junk, and I should not be doing it. And I mean, these pies they make, they're only about yogurt, which to me is a single serve pie. Okay, maybe you disagree, but you can cut it into 12 pieces. But if you eat all the pieces, you're still eating a whole pie. And I don't even want to know what the calorie is. And if it's a pumpkin pie, if it's a cherry pie, if it's an apple pie, I eat it. And now I like my body right now. I'm not wearing the crop tops that I normally would wear because I could be looking better. So as a result, I have to try on my clothes again to see what fits. And anyway, I didn't think that it could happen to me. I thought that I was immune. Guess what? I am not immune. I'm just a human being like anybody else. And between, I'm taking care of my mom. Oh, and I want to address something else that someone said in comments a couple of days ago, basically asking me who was taking care of whom, insinuating that I wasn't a very good caregiver for my mother. And that really hurt. There's two things. I try not to let things get to me, but there's two things that hurt. Oh, that allegations that I am not taking care of the cats that I ever have, or that I'm not taking care of my mother. And that is very painful because I know in my heart that I'm doing everything I can. Yes, I can help with things. Yes, I have friends who send me things like kitty litter and cat food. But I appreciate that. That makes it easier for me to do what I did with Garfield, take him in off the street. And as far as people making comments about the fleas, we contacted pest control. We're doing the flea bombings. I have a collar for him. I've given him baths. Uh, I'm doing what I can. And sometimes I feel very overwhelmed because there's just me and I'm trying to do all these things. I'm trying to take care of my mother. I'm trying to make sure that she eats. I bring food in the house. I love it when I can get good food, meats and stuff from places so that my mother, I can feed her what she wants. And the cat, she eats before I do. I really try to do the right thing. I'm always washing clothes by hand and washing dishes by hand because, hello, we don't have machines. Laundromats are so expensive now. When I lived in LA, you could wash a load of clothes for between 75 cents and $1.25. And it's either a quarter or 50 cents, depending on how much time. Well, I don't need to do too much in a way of drying clothes because you hang them up on hangers or something and they dry. But if I had to wash blankets or sheets or things, how the heck am I going to do that by hand? You know? So things are kind of hard. I finally got all the clothes off my bed so it doesn't look like, I mean, I literally had a pile of clothes practically like this, and now that's off. And what I am sleeping on is actually, I opened up one of my sleeping bags and I just lay on that. So, but I'm trying to be neater as far as my housekeeping goes. And again, that's so hard when you're only one person. And I'm just saying, if anybody is ever been a caregiver before, it is a very exhausting thing. And I'm trying to do the best that I can and still manage to carve out a life for myself. And again, I'm so grateful that I have YouTube for as long as I'm on it, because I'm still afraid that they're going to kick me off for various things, because we don't have free speech anymore. Just like on Facebook, if any of you guys are on Facebook, if say you know that there's a guy setting fires and you want to refer to him as an arsonist and say he needs his ass whooped, you can't say that on Facebook because you're inciting violence. But what about the person setting the fires? I would think that's kind of violent. And it's a shame when sometimes you're not allowed to say the proper language. And the sad thing is, if you are restricted from the kind of speech you can use, then you change the speech that you're using. And then you end up changing your thoughts. So by a society restricting free speech, that's the first step to restricting people's thought. And that concept alone should be terrifying. So I'm going to switch to something else on the uh, getting on the theme of free speech. Unless you're living under a rock, you know that RFK Jr. has dropped out of the presidential race and he has thrown his support to President Trump. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because the Kennedy family, they have been Democrats for decades and decades and decades, since way before I was born. And it's a shame that the Kennedy family not only shunned RFK because he didn't fall in line with the rest of the family, because he decided not to support Biden and now Kamala Harris. By the way, I used to live in San Francisco. I used to live there for half a year at a time. And yes, I was homeless there. This was in the middle 90s. I was there when Mayor Willie Brown was mayor. Now, if you guys didn't know, Kamala Harris got part of her start through her friendship with Willie Brown. And by friendship, I mean, and I think you know what I'm referring to. Uh, Willie Brown was married, maybe not happily, and things were going on of a transactional nature. Wink, wink, nod, nod. You know what I'm saying here? I have to be careful how I say things on YouTube because they have this thing called disinformation and they do strikes against that. Even though I don't think you should be getting in trouble for telling the truth about somebody who we know very little about. Now, even if you support the Biden ticket, do you remember when Kamala actually ran for president? She didn't get any votes. She didn't get any delegates. So now they're fast tracking her. And this Tim Walz guy, Tampon Tim really stresses me out, partly because I'm the daughter of a Korean War vet. My father loved the veterans. He sold buddy pops for the VFW. My father ate, slept, breathed, shit, did everything for the veterans, for our country. He loved the VFW. He loved American Legion. My father didn't get to do action. He didn't get to be a fighter. My father was a cook for the Air Force. He always felt bad that he didn't get to see action. he always was honest about the nature of his military service. Now, Tim Walz, one of the things that he did, why so many people were angry at him, he exaggerated his military service. He said, made references to carrying guns in war. He never saw war. He was member of the National Guard. He was in the National Guard for 24 years. When he found out that they were about to deploy overseas, that's when he decided to retire. He basically left and let the rest of his troops go off into battle. That is cowardice. That is that's shameful. And when he goes and exaggerates, he claims a title that he actually didn't get to keep because he didn't go overseas. And they never said anything about the truth during the DNC, and I watched most of that. The only part of the DNC that I had to turn off was when Kamala started talking and she started bashing Trump and saying things anybody who knows the truth about Trump knows she lies. And I finally had to turn the TV off because it was too stressful. It's kind of like if a Republican is forced to watch a day, all they hear is orange man bad, you suck, everything you believe is wrong. Nobody likes to hear that. That's why people sometimes like the comfort of their echo chambers, because people don't like to hear all the time that they're bad. People deserve comfort and validation and to feel that they're okay and that they're accepted. Isn't that this whole thing of acceptance that so many people, especially people on the left, are talking about? One of the things that one of the feelings I try to provide on my channel is I want the people watching me to feel accepted. I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to imagine that you're easing into your living room and you have this comfortable chair and you sit down and put your feet up, have your favorite beverage, smoke them if you got them. I want people to feel heard. I want people to feel seen. I want people to feel that they're among friends. And I would like to create and build a community where people can share information and commiserate about the things that we can agree on, the enemies, the common enemies we have, the things that we're stressed out about, the things like our economy sucks. We're all trying to survive. We're trying to learn and enjoy our lives. I want people to feel comfortable and be happy. And I want to be a source of comfort and happiness and entertainment. And yeah, thank you, Phoenix. In case I got to get ready to go to breakfast with my grandparents before they get out of town. Oh, enjoy them. I wish I still had mine. Uh, yeah, I think it's great when people get to spend quality time with their families. I wish I could show my mother to you more, but she has this attitude sometimes where she doesn't want to like I have to sneak my webcam into her room sometimes to get pictures with her and stuff. It's like my mom seems to forget that I know that nobody lives forever and that I'm going to be looking back on these days with fondness. And it's like I'm missing my mother preemptively. She's still very much with us. Oh, by the way, speaking of my mother, she's a heart patient. She is she's going to be getting fitted with this device called the Watchman. I don't know exactly what it is. She's going to be getting some kind of operation, and they're going to, I guess, open up her heart and put something in it. It's not a pacemaker, but it's something that's going to enable her to live longer. And obviously, that's something that we want. So, she's going to be going into one of the hospitals that's on the mainland, I believe, next week. And they're going to send her because you can't get on the bus by yourself when you've had an operation or something. And they know that nobody in our family drives. So what they're going to do is they're going to arrange to have her Uber or lifted. And that's something that I guess you can only order if you have a cell phone, which none of us carry. But the doctor's office is going to arrange this. and they are going to make sure that she gets taken there and she gets taken back. So my only responsibility per day is to make sure that I'm home when she gets home so that I can be at her beck and call. Oh, and I just see a policeman now. This is so sneaky. They have these sneaky uh, electric bikes that have no sound to them, so they could sneak up on people. After marijuana was legalized here in the state of New Jersey, that I wouldn't have any reason to be nervous about police. But the way they are doing this war on the poor with people in Atlantic City, where there are things that if you're a visitor here, you can get away with, us locals can't, especially if the locals in question have a reputation for hanging out with homeless and poor people. And most of my friends are homeless and poor people out here. And you know what? My friends are my friends. I reserve the right, as we all should, to associate freely with the people who I love and not be judged by them. And okay, some of my friends may get drunk. I don't do that anymore, but that's their life. That's their business. Some of my friends may have mental issues and they may be a parent. Again, people are people. Everybody's different. No, none of us should be judged on the actions of our friends. We're all responsible for our own actions. I know that some of the people I run with are interesting group of people that have do some interesting things and have interesting lives. And sometimes they're in and out of the criminal system, shall we say. However, that doesn't mean it has anything to do with me, and I am not should not be responsible for their behavior. But the cops out here, especially the young cops that haven't been here too long, I guess all they see is what they see. And the sad thing is that there were cops that knew me and my father when my father's still alive, when my father and I both worked at Boardwalk Hall as security guards. And they could, if they knew us, then they know that I wasn't a troublemaker and maybe they'd give me some slack. But if those cops are dead, then it's like I don't have anybody to vouch for my character. Man, thank you so much. Do without this guy yelling. I gotta blow my nose, excuse me. Oh man, thank you. I'm fine. Can't get my hand in a long time. Don't be scared, bro. It would be so nice. The people would not be yelling. Don't be scared. No, I'm making a live YouTube stream and people yelling isn't helping because this is being broadcast. Bad boy. Guess what? I'm a bad girl sometimes. Just come on, go with me. You know what? You're charming. Do you mind? Do you want to say hello to my YouTube channel? Do you have any problem with that? Yeah. This is this nice gentleman. What's your name, sir? Mr. Joe. Mr. Joe. Meet Mr. Joe. Doesn't he have a nice personality? What is it? I'm talking to my YouTube channel. This is worldwide. You have anything you'd like to tell people? Yeah. Anything important? Tell people. I've been in jail. Aw. For 10 years. That's not good. I want to be a naked woman and be with her. Hey, anybody help Mr. Joe out? Come to Atlantic City. Chuck. Oh, Chuck. Mr. Chuck. I'm sorry. See, I. All right, then. If you're sorry, show. Action speak loud and move. Live from Atlantic City. How did the police ever bother you? Because they bothered me. Always. They love me. They always like me. Can they be of service? Can I take them? Can they help? They're my bodyguard. Well, they kicked me off the boardwalk with my guitar. I was playing guitar right over there, and they said, if we catch you again, we will ticket you. They said they find me $1,000. People must have been giving you money. Well, yeah, I don't do it for my health. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, we do need money to survive in this world. Go to the other end. I don't want to be up here. I want to be here where I can be on YouTube. where I feel safe. But the cops don't care. I'm going to make sure I'm in care of you. The cops don't care about people's safety. If I am a female, I think you can figure
You
that
look like everything I be dreaming about a female. Old head. I ain't never had an old head. Been with one. But I know they got the
The cops told me literally, if they see me on that boardwalk with my guitar, they will give me $1,000 for playing guitar. Is that the craziest thing you ever heard? But they're serious, and I don't want the
Let's
problem.
go to Ocean City.
Oh, but you gotta the permits are even
got
more
a spot.
expensive. You gotta have a permit. This thing is, even if I got the permit here, they want me to be up by resorts. I don't want to be up there. I want to be here.
I got a friend got all. I'm connected with the mayor. I get you permit. You ain't got to be. I'm not.
Ocean City. I never considered that. Oh wait, did you hear
Damn
anything about
fact.
there's supposed to be a week of free bus ride? Did you hear anything about that? New Jersey Transit? When is that supposed to? Because that would be
That's the 29th.
of this month.
So
Really?
like the 5 and the 6.
Ooh, okay. You guys heard it first. If we get a week full of free New Jersey Transit rides, I need to go to Wildwood to make some videos. I'm tired of this fucking
You
town.
need to go with me.
I want
You
to
and I.
show some interesting. I bet you got some interesting stories.
I do.
This is what I want on my channel. People to have interesting stories, talk about life, talk about the truth, talk about things that most people might not consider.
Well, let me tell you, I consider myself. Like I like to make that thing squirt across the room.
I hope you're all over 21. Don't let your kids be babysat at my channel. Sometimes we talk grown-up things. I smoke weed on my channel too. Sometimes, unfortunately, I don't have it with me right now.
I got some
I have
dynamite.
what I always bring with me is my marijuana pipe. You guys have seen
Well,
it.
let me a pull. Right up. Good.
Chance
I
had
got one.
to fill that with. I don't have any weed.
I got one at home. I got some weed. Wait a minute. Let me look at my cup.
I don't have a lighter either.
I got the lighter and some weed.
Oh.
Go in your pocket right here, folks. I promise ain't no snake in it.
No snake. Yeah, that's what they all say. You really want me to
Yeah.
put my hand in your?
Yeah.
Okay, what am I touching?
Hey. I know. I forgot what you looking for. The weed.
Well, I
Put everything out.
okay. I have never reached
like
into somebody's pocket in my life. Okay, putting in this. Okay, this.
This. Now, right here.
So,
Yeah.
you want me to do this?
Put everything out. There you go.
Oh, I feel like we could play police and criminal here.
All right. You got the right. Man, sign the wall. Your name's Joe. On the knee.
Don't feel like there's anything in it.
Okay,
All right, he's clean.
This is right here.
I should audition for the Secret Service. Maybe they hire my little ass. No, but then who am I gonna cover? A midget?
Yeah, the hoop.
I mean, you need somebody tall enough to cover the target.
They go back to the pocket. Right there.
This one? This feels so scandalous.
Hey.
Okay.
Get in there.
Live from Atlantic City. Oh, now you're gonna make some seagulls real
I
high.
like the seagulls. I love the bees.
I like the pigeons and
But I
the
do. I like
squirrels.
them too.
I discovered the squirrels. If you eat a banana, they will eat the peel. I watched this myself. And they like raisins and they like, oh man.
All that good.
Yeah.
I like cocaine.
Oh, I used to do that shit.
I like all.
I used to do coke.
I like smoking like a Geronimo.
But in November, I'll be 23 years clean of the chemicals.
Hallelujah.
But we will not stop. You will pry me from my cold, dead hands with my decaying body where rigor mortis is setting.
You'll make you horny.
No.
That's when you get busy, but that's why you like it. I know frequency.
Silver to let people know.
Hey, that wine. That wine. You have a blessed day, my man. Thank you very much. He gave me the promise.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. It's our God be blessing you.
Well, we do have world-class food here.
And I'm chewing by TV.
What? Oh man,
My mom's dad.
that's not good. You know, it's at 4 p.m. today. There's supposed to be a church doing a dinner tonight. It's the fourth Sunday of every month.
Dick always home.
All right, now you know what? I don't want to lose my channel here. I think we better change the subject because I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. We can't talk too risque. You know, my channel's not risque. I like to talk about.
Somebody finding you and I talk.
All
I
I don't know what you mean by fine. I mean, because there's all kinds of beauty in the world stuff.
You
I
look
don't.
like a 16-year-old girl.
I'll keep my mouth
You
shut.
got a body like a teenager.
Well, because I never had kids, and I didn't.
Let's make it big.
No, I don't want babies. Thank you.
Strong.
I don't want babies. I
Oh,
don't want babies. I'm happy with cats. I don't want babies.
I love cats.
I got a cat I got now. I took him in off the street. He was a street cat. And I figured, let me see what's going to happen. He let me pet him. I said to myself, what's going to happen if I try to pick him up? Most cats will not let me pick him up. He let me pick him up. So I carried him home. That's how I got my cat, Garfield. But, and I don't understand why nobody else took this damn cat in. Of course, he gave my house.
They working for him. You will.
Because they let him outside when it was cold, snowing, all that stuff. Nobody took that in. I don't understand that. He did give us
I love Griff.
well, the gristle is supposed to be good for arthritis, but it's hard to chew. The people make soup out of that. You boil it, and the collagen. It's supposed to help your joints, any place where you get arthritis. They call it bone broth. Like whenever I get things that have bones on them, I save the bones and I boil them up and boil them and boil them. And they say that the vitamins.
Your dick off?
I don't have a dick.
What makes you keep you hot?
I'm not going to say on YouTube.
No. Turn it back. Tell me your secret.
I'm not. I don't tell my secrets.
Trust me.
Oh, okay. A man that says I can trust him. Right. I'm giving you a bit of a hard time. Oh, look what we got. We got company. Look at these seagulls. Seagulls. Seagulls got to eat some.
Big bone.
Got to get a big bone. Seagull.
Yeah.
Seagull, you could do a deep throat video. See what you do with a big bone. Seagull. Hey, birdies. Birdie. Good morning, everybody. Now, I guess that guy that gives out the sandwiches this morning is not coming because usually he comes up here and he hasn't. Oh, well, you know what? I'm just,
Wait a minute, give me a puff.
huh?
Don't give me a puff. I never took it.
But there ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Where?
That's how I got you right up.
Where's the weed at? I don't see any weed.
Gotta go in my pocket.
Birdie. Hello, Birdie. Birdie. Come here, Birdie. Come here, Birdie. Hello, baby. Birdie. 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 You're pretty, Birdie. Here. It says, feel free. Pretty Birdie.
Okay,
I'm not. Birdie.
trying to help the pigeon now. Trying to help the pigeon out. The seagull just dogging themselves.
I always prefer to feed the pigeons.
So let me let this snap. There you go. I don't think. Smoke some of these coffee.
No. I don't. No, I don't do chemicals anymore. The only chemical I think about doing is MDMA.
Great.
You know,
LSD.
oh, and I used to do that too. I think of doing mushrooms again. But by the way, you know, if you have cocaine in you, you're not going to feel the mushrooms. I know I made that mistake. I used to live in Los Angeles. And so, oh, I wish you guys could feel the breeze, the air, the sea breezes. It feels so nice and refreshing here. That looks like a crack pipe. It is. But don't you put any crack in my weed pipe. Because then once you get, I've had weed pipes somebody put crack in before, and then it coats the inside of the thing, and I know that taste. It makes your gums numb, and it makes your heart beat hard, and
Make your mouth wet.
it makes you. See, this is lying.
You like that from the tree. Help me out.
You got a thumb? There's nothing in it. What do you like it for?
I just light it one time. Bathroom.
Yeah, I'm totally out of weed, but I always like to bring the pipe with me because sometimes my friends do have it, and sometimes I find roaches on the ground. But sometimes people get up early in the morning and they go and find all the spots, and you know. And the thing is, you got street sweepers.
Look at somebody gave you. This is a phone number.
Um, it's yeah, it's a phone number, and it says Mr. Lucky.
Yeah, somebody left this on my head. I looked around and it was in my head. Oh. Yo, girl. Help me out with $1, mommy. Mama. Senorita.
I wish you wouldn't do that near me, please, because I'm not out making money when people are panhandling. And okay, I'm not even out here with my guitar, but if everybody's making money except me, that's just not acceptable. Because
I'll
you
pay
know,
you.
well, no.
How much out?
That sounds too much like
How much out?
that sounds like
I want you to model for me. You'll be something to put on my wall. Here go a lady, might be 60, and got the body of a teenager and look good. Nobody would believe me if I told them. I have to show you.
do you really think I look that bad?
Now you look that
No, but
good.
I'm just saying, you said I might be 60.
You look
What
that
is
good.
this? Okay.
Oh, no,
Wait a minute.
not because I'm
Do
old.
I look that old to you people?
I'm old.
Really? You can't go tell somebody that they look 60 like that and not expect them to feel bad. It's like, I know I can't afford Botox. I use so much skincare. I can't help it that it's not working. I do the best that I can. I stay out of the sun. But if people are going to be telling me I look that old, what the fuck?
Your brain same color as your head.
'Cause-
Know that?
okay, yeah.
Your leg.
But well, that's because my veins are blue. Well, you haven't seen enough white people then, because that's what our veins look like. Come on, isn't it a thing? If you're white and your skin is cool tone, your veins are going to be blue. Isn't that natural? See, I can't see your veins. See, that's the thing. Okay. Let's talk black and white. You can't see veins on him like you can on me. That's kind of I thought that was cops. They have these sneaky little buggies. The police like to go up and down the boardwalk and every 10 minutes
They work here.
looking for people to give tickets to. I don't know what your experience is with them. You say they're your bodyguards. Me, I feel like I'm the butthole and they're the proctologists. They're always up my ass.
They serve them. That's it. They're in the
Yeah.
best spot. I like to be up there. Well,
For some people, it's an exit only. And no, I would respect the cops more.
I like to get on this dick and come out.
Dude, don't talk like that. The audience doesn't want to hear pornography. I apologize. I cannot be responsible for anybody's actions but my own.
Oh,
Right.
Medicate that up. But he's a thoroughbred.
And I'm a cat person. You see where we're going here. All right, you guys. You know, I'm going to take this back because I can't find my weed because I don't have any. All right. Well, you know what? I realize it's, what is it, 10:25 already? And I'm
What day
start-
is?
It's Sunday. And I'm thinking,
Come go to church with me. Second back.
I don't think they'd want my kind there.
No, they love everybody.
Not witches. Do you know what they did to the witches in the 1600s? They set us on fire. Thank you. I don't think I would be welcome in any church.
Give me good stuff.
All right, you guys. I think I need to check.
Come and go to church with me.
I think I need to check on my mother, see how she's doing. Thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I'm going to give you another look. I'm going to do the 360 here so you could see. Hey,
brother. Be here at home. Be here at home.
everybody's making money except me. Man. Okay, well, I guess I better go on. But thank you guys for watching. It's been real. And maybe I'll find a couple roaches on the way home. That would be really wonderful. Okay, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care now. Bye.